Panama, in the countryside, you might often hear that from a bird that's by the river. That's what some would say. Others would say that it's actually the Tulivieja, the old hag. Years ago, the tale goes, there was a family that lived in the countryside. They had 2 boys and a girl. The girl, even when she was young, she was beautiful. And as she grew older, she grew more and more beautiful. Unfortunately, as she was getting into her late teens, she liked to party. And she did. She partied a lot. A saying that they have in Panama is, donde toca la lata, allí estaba. That means in English, where the can sounded, that's where she went dancing. She loved that. She loved the partying. She actually also was very flirtatious and liked to tease the boys and the young men. She was an old-time, extreme friend zone person. Nobody could get into her zone. Her parents, as she grew older, were saying, when are you going to stop this? Why not settle down? She would have none of it. She would always say, life is meant to live. You know what they would say now? YOLO. So she continued her partying on to her early 20s. Then one day, as she was getting ready for her favorite dance on the weekend, she went to the dance and she actually met a young man. He was a traveling salesman. He was not from the town, visiting on business. And she saw that he was something different. He was something special. And he saw it too. And it was love. They saw each other, and he left the next day on another business trip. But he came back often because he liked her and he was courting her. He courted her for several months. After a while, he decided to pop the question, will you marry me? She, of course, was happy and said, yes, I will. The parents were glad as well. The daughter was getting out of the party mode, supposedly. And they were very happy. They blessed the marriage, go forth. Within the year, the daughter bore a child. A sickly boy, unfortunately, that needed to be taken care of very closely. Along this time, the daughter was going back to her old ways. When her husband would go away on trip, as soon as he was stepping out of the house, she was starting to get ready, let's go party again. She didn't learn her lesson. Her mother scolded her. Your first duty is your child, your boy. After that is life's pleasures. She would have none of it. She was like, whatever. Not worried about that. One Friday night when she was getting ready to go to another party, she was wearing her favorite dress, a nice silk lace dress, cream colored, a dress that her mother had made her. That same night, her boy, her young boy, was also crying. He had been crying for an hour already because he was hungry. The mother, of course, was very angry at her and scolded her and said, you will be punished because of the way you're treating your son. Again, the daughter would have none of it. She, just to avoid hearing her mother's voice, she took the boy and she said she was going to take care of him in a barn that was not too far away from the house. The thing is, they didn't make it there. She decided, I'm going to take the boy close to the river. He'll be safe here. I'll just leave him here close, right by the river bank. And I'll go on my way. I'll be a few hours. I'll be right back. Nothing will happen to him. She had her horse ready, very close by, ready to go to the party. She left the boy there, and she was on her way. She wanted to get there quickly because the party's about to start. She wanted to get in the first dance. She went there on her way. The horse was galloping. She urged the horse on to go faster. And she got to a section where the trail split. The left side took her to the river, and the right side took her to the village where the party was. Unfortunately, as she was urging the horse on, she lost control. She went to the left side and went up a trail, very rocky trail, hilly, and very dangerous. She fell off. The next day, her mother was hysterical. Where was her daughter and her grandson? She sent her sons, to check on them in the village. Nobody had heard from them. Nothing. Nobody had seen her at the party. They created a search party to see if they could find them anywhere. They still couldn't find them. Days passed, and the people of the village lost hope. The mother didn't lose hope. She prayed desperately, God, please tell me what has happened to my daughter. Is she still alive? That night, she had a dream. She dreamt of a woman that was in a ragged dress, cream-colored lace, and she was broken down, all her hair messy, and she was badly injured. She thought, this is it. This is God's punishment because of the way she acted. Days passed, and older man, went by the river where the son was, where the young boy was, and they actually found his cadaver. They set him to rest, put a proper funeral, and rest in peace. Days after that, villagers would go by the river at night, and they would hear, mijo, mijo. Of course, some villagers thought, oh, it's the bird that is always singing or calling out. There's others that think differently, of course. They think it's the young lady calling out for her son. Mijo, mijo. And the story is, she continues to find her son. Whether it be there in the village, she can't find them. She continues throughout the town, throughout the province, throughout Panama. And it's even been told that she's gone to other countries, even here to Florida. So if you're ever out by the river at night and you hear, mijo,